Happy, gray, and cool, but needed rainy kind of Tuesday for us here in Colorado and in the mountains. Some snow for us as well. I'm meteorologist Chris Bianchi with a detailed look at your Colorado weather forecast. Again, we've got the gray, we've got the cool, and in some cases, we've got the needed rainfall. Denver, for now, it has been mainly on the dry side. Same for friends on up I-25 and Fort Collins, where again, we're just seeing mainly gray skies for now. I think that does change over the next few hours now, where we're looking at some of that precipitation is on up here at the Eisenhower Tunnel. Well, we've seen some snow pretty much all morning long. Now you can tell on the roads and even here on the sides of those roads, looks like it's not really sticking all that much. Though we do get another surge of moisture later on this afternoon. So for today, it's cool. It's gray. I just mentioned this on the noon show. I think this may well be our final cool and gray day until perhaps September or October, at least this cool, because our highs today, we're probably going to have a tough time getting out of the mid-50s. And with a warm forecast ahead, we're flipping the calendar to June, July, August. It's tough to get those 50s gray days once we get past today. So again, long story short, it might be our last day this cool, this gray for a little while. So great napping weather. If you're off today, I'm kind of jealous of that because it is wonderful kind of 90s and chill kind of weather. All right, sun returns for your day tomorrow. Big warm up ahead starting tomorrow as well. Big upper level low that is off into Kansas. That is spinning away from us, but still enough moisture on the backside of this that we're getting some of that wonderful needed moisture here into southeast Colorado. Again, I cannot emphasize enough how much we need that rain here in this part of the state. This is liquid gold falling out of the sky here south of I-70, Highway 50, Lamar, La Junta, getting on some of those needed showers. I-25 on east getting on some of that rain as well. But again, it's mainly Lyman, Burlington, Stratton on south here. We're seeing some of those showers. So Baca County on north into Prowers County seeing some of that rain. And then you get on up into those higher elevations of the wet and Sangre de Cristo Mountains. That's where we're getting some pretty decent snow. Now, those snowfall amounts will be highest above about 9,000 feet. Snow level roughly about 7,500 to 8,000 feet. So that means Levada Pass will be a tricky drive for us out here between the San Luis Valley and eastern Colorado. And then also a little further north, Pikes Peak getting some flurries as well right now. Denver, it's just gray for the moment, but you look on up into the mountains and still a little bit of light snow for us along the I-70 corridor on the Summit County Mountains. That snow will probably pick on up as we get later on through the afternoon. Now, our parent area low pressure, that's the one I mentioned out in Kansas, that is moving away from us, but still enough moisture, as mentioned, on the backside of this that we're getting some of that rain and that snow for us. And notice by about kind of 2:30 or so, the heaviest of the rain starting to move its way into Kansas, but we're starting to see, watch this kind of rain snow pick on up here along the I-25 corridor as we head through the mid to late part of the afternoon. That's that kind of last little, last hurrah of moisture, so to speak, that swings its way through the I-25 corridor. So Denver, we get some of those showers moving their way into our region. And then you get into the higher elevations. Snow levels roughly about 8,000 feet. We do get some of that snow still for us this afternoon and this evening before this all gets on out of here by midnight at the latest. And by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, we've got blissful sunshine. We're back to your regularly scheduled late May weather, and that'll last through the rest of the week and into the upcoming holiday weekend. All right, so showers for us here into the Denver area starting mid to late afternoon. So again, I think we mainly stay kind of dreary, gloomy, gray for the next couple of hours. And then the rain starts to pick on up somewhere around 4, 5, 6 o'clock or so, just in time for that drive home. And then by 7, 8 o'clock, kind of similar to yesterday, you might remember last night, especially in the south and west side of the metro, we had that kind of burst of rain somewhere around 7, 8 o'clock or so. It looks similar to that, where we get that kind of surge of moisture during the afternoon and evening hours. And then by midnight, it's long gone. And by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, it's probably going to be on the sunny side here across the metro area throughout basically all of eastern Colorado. Now, in terms of winter weather alerts, this is mainly above 8,000 feet in elevation. So that will concern you in some of those highest passes. So Eisenhower Tunnel, again, Levada Pass, those will be the areas of highest concern for us in terms of that snowfall. 4 to 8 inches of fresh snow for South Park on south here into the wet mountains in the Sangre de Cristos, as well as on down here into far southern Colorado, where we could, again, get some of that needed snowfall. Hey, that's great news for the snowpack that will delay the melt out We're talking about with the meltout, and going back to this for just a second, the meltout is when that snow is, of course, completely gone. And with this snow, what that's going to do is it's going to delay the end of our meltout, and that kind of extends the amount of moisture that we'll have in the ground as we head into the upcoming summer wildfire season. Now, fire season here in Colorado is, unfortunately, as we found out with the Marshall Fire, is 365 days of the year. It's year-round for us here in Colorado. But the summer wildfire season, the one that is into the mountains, that one starts as soon as that snowpack melts on out. And what this snow is doing, this late May snow is doing, it's great news for the mountains. It extends or I should say, it kind of delays the start of that wildfire season probably by a week or two because of the late nature of this snowfall. So again, we're kind of delaying the start of that summer wildfire season in the mountains by a week or two with the snow. Current temperatures, 40s, 50s, eastern plains, 30s and 40s on up into the mountains. So again, a cool day. We're normally in the low 70s this time of year here in Denver. We're only going to top out in the mid 50s. And frankly, you know what here, folks, we might get lucky to get to 56. I think that might be overshooting it at this point. 50s, even some 40s for us into the mountains, although Grand Junction at 70 degrees, that is a sign of what's to come. Much warmer air pushing its way into western Colorado today, and tomorrow it'll reach us here in Denver. So tomorrow, 70 degrees for us here into the Denver area, and then mostly sunny skies. I do think we get those temperatures on up to the 70-degree range after starting off on a little bit of a cool note. It'll be a little bit gray for us tomorrow morning, but again, for the most part, it does look like it'll be a pretty nice day all in all. And then as we get into the mountains, it's still going to be a little bit gray at times for us, so 40s and 50s for us here into the mountains, 60s and 70s for us into the eastern plains for those highs for your day tomorrow. Now, 7-day forecast. I know all eyes on that upcoming weekend, and it does look like we'll be talking about those temperatures certainly much warmer than where they are today. That's needless to say, but we're going to be into the 80s by your Thursday and your Friday. We'll be near 90 degrees by your Friday, which is kind of hard to believe, again, considering that today we may get lucky to get up into the mid-50s. Then Saturday and Sunday will increase those shower and storm chances, especially by Sunday, Monday. I think Sunday and Monday look to be the stormiest of the days. Saturday, pretty isolated storms. If you are doing some camping or heading on up into the mountains, just keep in mind we do have storms around all 3 days, but the most coverage from those storms will probably be on Sunday and into your Memorial Day next Monday. And then for next Tuesday, we'll keep around some of those showers and those storms. So, we're going to take a look here at some of those comments and questions that you might have about our Colorado weather forecast. Doesn't look like we got much, honestly, at this point. So, just keep an eye on those comments and questions. So, it doesn't look like we got any. So, you know what? I'm going to round things on out here. Again, gray and cool today. Tomorrow, we start the warm-up and some scattered showers and storms for the upcoming Memorial Day weekend, especially for your Sunday and your Monday. I'm Meteorologist Chris Bianchi. Chief Meteorologist Kathy Sabin will have an update coming up at 4, 5, 6, 9, 10 on the 9 News Family and Networks. Have a great rest of your Tuesday.